I wanted to ask you, Mrs. Obama, so many women struggle with self-doubt. Do you? And if you do, how do you push past it?
I talk about this all the time, especially with the young girls I meet, because they look at people like us in these positions and they think, well, you must have been born into that place. Which is one of the reasons why when I meet with young girls, I don't care where in the world it is, I don't want them to know Michelle Obama, the former First Lady. I want them to know Michelle Obama, that girl from the South Side of Chicago. I want to break down that wall of impossibility to let them know that I am them and they are me. And yes, every other moment I feel self-doubt, because when you and society intentionally does that to women and girls. It starts at a very early age. We question our value, our worth. We question how we look, how we talk, where we're from. There are people with power who want us to stay small. They want us to stay doubtful. And so our cultures reinforce that. So the one thing I want young girls to understand is that those feelings are real. They are not crazy. They are indoctrinated in us all, and we carry them around with us our entire lives. And I don't care how far you go, whether you go to the White House, you are constantly batting away those negative messages of being not enough. And yes, I deal with that too. And I don't want young women, young girls to get ahead of themselves to think that they have to fix it all now. In order to break these cycles of negativity, you got to get up every day and do the work right before you. That means getting your education when the opportunity presents itself, and then focusing on that, doing the work, doing your homework, getting to the next stage in life. Because if you take those small steps over time, you build up a lifetime of another story for yourself. No one can do that for you. You have to look over your life, and we as women sometimes feel like we have to have done everything right before we can take credit for the things that we have done. But there is power in what we do every day, and I have to remind myself of that every single moment. But now that I'm older, I can now look back and say, yeah, I am worthy. I have value. But it's not because I'm sitting here. I had that value when I was 3, when I was 5, when I was 7, when I was 12. And for the young girls out there, you have it now. You just have to take the time to realize it and be patient with yourself as you do it, because the process takes a lifetime.
I think it's important to tell all girls that you can be whatever you want to be. You can be a mom and a working mom, or a working woman and not a mom, or a mom and stay home. Like, all of these choices are okay. And guess what? You can also get it wrong with your kids. So same thing.
What would you, and I'll start here with you, Melinda, what would you tell your 25-year-old self now that you've lived a life?
I would say life is even more beautiful ahead than you realize. And I would say to my 25-year-old self, you knew in high school who you were. And you let go of some of that for lots of reasons. People, situations, college, people around you. You knew who you were. And once you learned to re-be the girl you were in high school is when you grew into the full woman that you could be.
Boom. Mrs. Obama?
That, just simply put, I would tell myself, you are good enough. You are valued. You are worthy. Your story matters. Your voice matters. You will do the great things that you know you can do. There was something that struck a chord. It's like we all knew who we were when we were little. We knew our power then. It was just second guessed. So I would tell myself, follow that instinct, that pay attention to that flame in you, because it is real, and keep it fueled, and don't let anybody try to blow it out, because you're going to need it.
You know, it's so inspiring to hear Mrs. Obama and Melinda Gates, share about what they would tell themselves when they're 25 years old. I think the best thing I would say is, if there's something good that someone can be able to invest on and has the best interest in this world is knowledge. Let's keep on encouraging our girls. Keep on doing it. Keep on believing yourself. Keep on, you're getting there. Keep on. Let's get her there.
Love that answer. Amal?
I would say define failure as not trying, because actually going for things and falling flat on your face is fine. It's a learning experience. It makes you stronger. But if you don't try, and if you don't actually follow your dreams or even admit what they are, and go for it, it's something that will stay with you. So the idea is go for it, get there, and get others there.
Check out this other recent clip and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our last video. Watch Mindset Marvel's channel for the description of the video channel.